And here we have part 3 of our review of the Transformers Generations Unite Warriors 3 Protectobots Defensor set by Takara. And for this part of the review, we'll just do comparisons in alt mode. Let's start with, I was about to say Onslaught, Hotspot. And again, just in alt mode, you can see the stark difference from the Hasbro version. That the Takara Tomy version is a heck of a lot better. It looks more G1, looks more like the toy. This one looks so faded, looks so old. Looks like they just put it together haphazardly. It looked okay when we first came out, but now that you got Takara, there's no comparison. This is really the better one. This is the Japanese version is really the much better, the better set. So if you're a big Defensor Protectobot fan, you have to get these guys. Incidentally, the transformation is much easier on the Takara version. They've actually figured out all those pegs that needed to be dremeled or need to be shaved. They fixed the leg, the transformation of the boom. I mean, they fixed everything in this version. It's a much easier transformation. Okay. Well, let's do this one first. This is quite easy. There's more white. This looks more like a rescue copter. This, well, yeah, red kind of looks like a rescue copter too. But this one I like. Looks like a medic copter for me. Definitely still better than the Hasbro version. Although the Hasbro version has more tempos, has more paint apps there with that crest of the Autobot. This one is just how the toy looked like. Okay. Alright, now I mentioned in the first part of the review that I thought the Hasbro version for First Aid was much better, but I was wrong. Transformed them both. The Takara Tomy version is still the better one. Look at that. Painted chrome rims. Silver rims, sorry. Even the way the white looks on this one is better. The red light bar looks much better. Sure, this one has that rescue emergency thing, but this one just looks more like an ambulance than this one. This one's very gaudy. That triangle thing. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Is that the port? But yeah, Takara Tomy still wins this one. I made a mistake thinking that this one might have been better. Okay. And finally, we're not going to compare these because there's nobody to compare him to. I'm not going to compare it with Rook. Definitely not. Streetwise, I thought this was a little bit pale, but you see the Hasbro version, it's also like an off-white color. This one is more of a grayish color. I think this one is still better. I was prepared to say this one was going to be the better plastic, the color, but this one still is better. The tempos definitely on this one is much better. It's much simpler. Police, you get the star. You get the Autobot symbol. This one's a little more gaudy, and you put all that blue strike into it. It's fine. This looks more like a Japanese police car. This looks more like a North American police car. So, yeah. The Takara Tomy is still better. This one's like a dirty white. This one's like a light gray. So, in all parts, Takara still wins over it. Definitely a much better set than the Hasbro version. Come back in the next video, last part of the review. We're going to talk about both sets in combined mode. We'll see who's better, and I'm pretty sure you guys can guess which one's going to turn out better. The third part of my review of the Transformers Generations Unite Warriors 3 Protectobot Defensor set by Takara Tomy. Thanks for watching.